In this video, you will find out how to read Russian word. You will find out that to read it, you need to divide one word into small pieces, so-called syllables. And in every word there is a stress, the syllable which will be pronounced longer than others. So let's not talk about it, let's learn it. Поехали!
Russian word consists of syllables. In Russian we call it слоги. Слоги. Amount of syllables equals the amount of vowel sounds in the word. Let's see. For example, the word mama, mama. There are two vowel sounds, a. So we can divide this word into two syllables. Ma-ma, mama, mama. Another word, minuta, minuta. How many syllables do we have here? 3. Why? Because we have 3 vowel letters, I, U, A. So we can divide minuta. You see, I clap, so you also can do that. To count, it will help you to count syllables. Minuta, minuta. Cacao, cacao. How many vowels do we have here? 3. O. So we divide. Cacao, cacao, cacao. Why do you need to do this? It will help you to read Russian words, Russian texts.
You need to look at the Russian word as the set of syllables. If you divide this word into syllables, it will be much easier for you to read it. And when you read it by syllables, then you join it together and you get a word. But what you also need to know about Russian word? You already know that we have syllables, but what we else have is stress. In Russian, ударение, ударение. When I say the word mama, mama, I don't pronounce these two syllables equally. One of syllables I pronounce longer than other. Listen and try to guess which one, the first or the second syllable. Mama, mama, mama. What syllable do I pronounce longer? The first one, mama, mama. It is a mark of accent, of stress. We put it to emphasize the stress in the word. Let's look at another word, minuta, minuta, minuta. Where is the stress? Na U, minuta, minuta. Let's look at another word, cacao, cacao. Where is the stress? The second, cacao, cacao. You see? This stress syllable I pronounce longer than others, and I don't put much my attention to the other syllables. I just pronounce them shorter and don't try to pronounce every word, every sound clearly. No. All of my attention is on the stress syllable, cacao. Even at the first syllable where we have a, ka, I don't pronounce clearly ka. I say it shortly. Cacao, caca, caca, caca. The second a is clear, a. The first not, caca, caca, cacao. If the stress was on the first, it would be caca, cacao. But it's not here, it's not correct. But I just want you to feel the difference. This mark of the stress you don't usually see at the literature, at the books, at the articles. You will not see it anywhere. Just only in textbooks for foreigners, for Russian learners, or for children who only started learning Russian, only started reading Russian. For them, also in child books, we have this stress, but usually we don't have it, so people just know how to pronounce it correctly. So you need to memorize the stress of every word. Yeah. And there are no specific rules about the stress. There is no rule that only at the beginning of the word we have the stress, or only at the ending. No. For every word is individually. Yeah, you just need to memorize. But the only rule which I can give you that this letter yo is always stressed. So if you see this letter in the word, you know that it's stressed always. And unfortunately, not always people write yo. Sometimes they just write yeah, but they mean yo. You also need to be ready to that. So you just need to know where is the yeah, where is yo. You will get used to that. But at the first stage, it will be confusing sometimes. So yo is always stressed. Now let's practice a little bit. Now I'm going to say the word and you will read it, you will see it on the screen, and you need to listen to me and define where is the stress. Which syllable do I pronounce longer? Let's listen. Passport. Passport. The first syllable is stressed. Passport. Not passport, but passport. Туалет. Туалет. Я. Туалет. Кафе. Кафе. The second syllable is stressed. Кафе. Кофе. Кофе. О. Вопрос. Вопрос. О. Москва. Москва. А. Москва. As you noticed, I don't even pronounce O clearly. I pronounce it like ah, Moskva, Moskva. Because O, we need to put efforts to say Moskva. Moskva, Moskva. Университет. Университет. Yeah. Отлично. Let's take another task. What now we are going to do? As you see, there are words and there are schemes of these words. These are slogi, syllables. If you look at the Russian words, you can understand that there are syllables there and there are words which are consisted of one syllable only, or two, or three, and four. It can be more than two or three. And you need to understand which syllable is stressed. Now, I'm going to pronounce the word and you need to define, firstly, how many syllables are there, so which scheme is suitable for us for this word. And then you need to define the stress. Which syllable is stressed, the first or the second, or the third? Let's see. The first word is mama. 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 Two syllables. Where is the stress? Mama. stresses on the first syllable. Институт. 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 Three. Which is stressed? Институт. The last one is stressed. Лес. 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 One syllable, so this syllable is stressed. Папа. 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 Two syllables. The first one is stressed. Папа. Ресторан. 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 Three. Which is stressed? The third one. Ресторан. Рок. Рок. One syllable and it's stressed. Минута. Минута. Minuta. Three. Minuta. Minuta. The stress is on U. Minuta. Text. Text. One syllable. The stress is on Ye. Metro. 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 Two syllables. Metro. O is stressed. Tourist. 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 Two syllables. Tourist. The second is stressed. Система. 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 Which one is stressed? Система. Система. The stress is on я. И the last word is карта. 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 Two syllables and карта. Карта. The first syllable is stressed. Well, basically that's all. If you'd like to practice more and to get more materials, to get the script of these presentations, you can follow me on my Patreon. Also, I've prepared classes on interactive platform ProgressMe, where you can practice everything that we discussed here and even more. And you don't only listen, but you do exercises so you understand more. Understand and memorize more. Bye-bye. До свидания. До скорых встреч. Пока-пока.